कंटेंट्स क्या क्या हम पढ़ेंगे तो इंट्रोडक्शन, स्केलेटन, जॉइंट्स, मसल, कार्डियोवास्कुलर सिस्टम, लिम्फेटिक सिस्टम, नर्वस सिस्टम, स्किन एंड फेसिया, कनेक्टिव टिश्यू, लिगामेंट्स एंड राफे, प्रिंसिपल ऑफ रेडियोग्राफी। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। Introduction. Human anatomy is the science which deals with the structure of the human body. The term anatomy is derived from a Greek word anatom, meaning cutting up. The term dissection is a Latin equivalent of the Greek anatom. However, the two words anatomy and dissection are not synonymous. Dissection is a mere technique, whereas anatomy is a wide field of study. Anatomy forms first foundation of a whole art of medicine and introduces the students to the greater part of medical terminology. Anatomy is the physiology as geography. Anatomy is to physiology as geography is to history. That is, it describes the theater in which the action takes place. समझ में आ रहा है? एनाटॉमी जो है क्या है? एनाटॉमी इज टू फिजियोलॉजी ऐसा ही है जैसा कि ज्योग्राफी इज टू हिस्ट्री. That is, it describes the theater in which the action takes place. Subdivisions of anatomy. Initially, anatomy was studied mainly by dissection, but the scope of modern anatomy has become very wide because it is now studied by all possible techniques which can enlarge the boundaries of anatomical knowledge. The main subdivision of anatomy are: first, cadaveric anatomy is studied on dead, embalmed, preserved bodies, usually with the naked eyes, microscopic or gross anatomy. This can be done by one of the two approaches. A. In regional anatomy, the body is studied in parts like the upper limb, lower limb, thorax, abdomen, head and neck, and brain. B. In systemic anatomy, the parts are studied in systems like the skeletal system, osteology, muscular system, myology, articular system, and arthrology, or syndesmology, vascular system, angiology, nervous system, neurology, respiratory, digestive, urogenital, and endocrine system, splachnology. The locomotor system includes हमें ये फिगर दिया हुआ है: स्कल, रिब्स, ह्यूमरस, वर्टिब्रल कॉलम, रेडियस, अल्ना, हैंड्स, फीमर, टिबिया, फिबुला, फुट, स्केलेटल सिस्टम. दूसरा है लिविंग एनाटॉमी, इज स्टडीड बाय इंस्पेक्शन, पाल्पेशन, परक्यूशन, अस्कल्टेशन, इंडोस्कोपी, ब्रोंकोस्कोपी, गैस्ट्रोस्कोपी, रेडियोग्राफी, इलेक्ट्रोमायोग्राफी एक्सेट्रा. यह है लिविंग एनाटॉमी. फिगर 1.2. कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड मसल फॉर पाल्पेशन. तीसरा है एम्ब्रायोलॉजी. डेवलपमेंटल एनाटॉमी इज द स्टडी ऑफ द प्रीनेटल डेवलपमेंटल चेंजेस in an individual. The developmental history is called ontogeny. The evolutionary history, of the other hand, is called phylogeny. Fourth, histology. Microscopic anatomy is the study of structures with the aid of a microscope. हिस्टोलॉजी में क्या करते हैं? इसको माइक्रोस्कोपिक एनाटॉमी भी बोलते हैं. तो दिस इज द स्टडी ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर्स विद द एड ऑफ या माइक्रोस्कोप. माइक्रोस्कोप से हम लोग स्टडी करते हैं. एंड फिफ्थ जो है सरफेस एनाटॉमी, टोपोग्राफिक एनाटॉमी भी कहते हैं, इज द स्टडी ऑफ डीपर पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी इन ए रिलेशन टू द स्किन सरफेस. इट इज हेल्पफुल इन क्लिनिकल प्रैक्टिस एंड सर्जिकल ऑपरेशन. Palpating the dorsalis pedis arteries. Radiographic and imaging anatomy is the study of the bones and deeper organs by plane and contrast radiography, by ultrasound and computerized tomographic CT scan. Clavicle, lungs, heart, X-ray of chest, plain radiograph. Seventh है comparative anatomy is the study of anatomy of the other animals to explain the changes in form, structure and function, morphology of different parts of the human body. And eighth है physical anthropology deals with the external features and measurements of different races and groups of people and with the study of prehistoric remains. Physical anthropology. तो फिजिकल एंथ्रोपोलॉजी में क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग? डील्स कर रहे हैं विद द एक्सटर्नल फीचर्स एंड मेजरमेंट्स ऑफ डिफरेंट रेसेस एंड ग्रुप्स ऑफ पीपल and with the study of prehistoric remains. नाइन्थ है अप्लाइड एनाटॉमी, क्लिनिकल एनाटॉमी इसका दूसरा नाम, डील्स विद द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ एनाटॉमिकल नॉलेज टू द मेडिकल एंड सर्जिकल प्रैक्टिस। अगला है एक्सपेरिमेंटल एनाटॉमी, इज द स्टडी ऑफ द फैक्टर्स विच इन्फ्लुएंस एंड डिटरमाइंस द फॉर्म स्ट्रक्चर एंड फंक्शन ऑफ डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी। Genetics deals with the study of information present in chromosome. Genetics deals with the study of information present in the chromosomes. अब आते हैं इधर एक्सिलरी रेडियल अल्नर, ये सब क्या है? द रिलेशन ऑफ नर्व्स टू द ह्यूमरस एंड लाइक्लीहुड ऑफ देयर इंजरी इन केस ऑफ फ्रैक्चर। तो अल्नर नर्व है, रेडियल नर्व है और ये एक्सिलरी नर्व है। तो एक्सपेरिमेंटल एनाटॉमी इज द स्टडी ऑफ द फैक्टर्स व्हिच इन्फ्लुएंस एंड डिटरमाइंस द फॉर्म structure and function of different parts of the body. Genetics deals with the study of information present in the chromosome. अब आते हैं हिस्ट्री ऑफ एनाटॉमी। एनाटॉमी कहाँ से शुरू हुआ, कैसे कैसे सब्जेक्ट बना, कैसे कैसे इसमें इतनी सारी ब्रांचेज आ गई, चलिए देखते हैं। तो फर्स्ट है ग्रीक पीरियड, BC बिफोर क्राइस्ट। हिपोक्रेट्स ऑफ कॉस circa 400 बिफोर क्राइस्ट, द फादर ऑफ मेडिसिन। हिपोक्रेट्स को फादर ऑफ मेडिसिन भी कहते हैं। is regarded as one of the founder of anatomy. Parts of Hippocratic collections are the earliest anatomical description. Parts of Hippocratic collection जो है are the earliest anatomical description है। Herophilus of Chalcedon circa 300 before Christ is called the father of anatomy. Herophilus को father of anatomy कहते हैं। He was a Greek physician. ये क्या है? Greek physician थे and was one of the first to dissect the human body. Herophilus ने सबसे पहले human body को dissect किया। He distinguished cerebrum को distinguish किया from cerebellum, nerves from tendons, arteries from veins, and the motor from sensory nerves. He described and named the parts of eye, meninges. Meninges, torcular herophyly, fourth ventricle with calamus ascriptorius, hyoid bone, duodenum, prostate gland, etc. We owe to him the first description of the lacteal. Herophilus was a very successful teacher and wrote a book on anatomy, a special treatise of the eyes, and a popular handbook for midwives. तो बिफोर क्राइस्ट में दो नाम आया, हिपोक्रेट्स फादर ऑफ मेडिसिन और फादर ऑफ एनाटॉमी। हीरोफिलस ये फादर ऑफ एनाटॉमी, ठीक है, हिपोक्रेट्स, हीरोफिलस। फिर रोमन पीरियड आफ्टर डिकेड, गैलिन ऑफ परगैमम एशिया माइनर circa 130 to 200 after decades. The prince of physicians practiced medicine at Rome. He was the foremost practitioner of his days and the first experimental physiologist. He wrote voluminously and theorized and dogmatized on many medical subjects like anatomy, physiology, pathology, symptomatology and treatment. He demonstrated and wrote on anatomy. De Anatomicis Administrationibus. His teachings were followed and considered as the infallible authority on the subject for nearly 15th century. 15 शताब्दी यानी 1500 साल तक। थर्ड 14th century, मोंडिनो डी लूजी 1276 से 1326 तक। द restorer of anatomy was an Italian anatomist and professor of anatomy at Bologna. He wrote a book, Anatomia, which was the standard anatomical text for over a century. He taught anatomy by dissection, for which his text was used as a guide. He was the most renowned anatomist before Vesalius. 15th century, Leonardo da Vinci of Italy 1452 से 1519 तक। The originator of cross-sectional anatomy was one of the greatest genius the world has known. He was a master of arts and contributed substantially in mathematics, science, and engineering. He was the first to describe the moderator band of the right ventricle. The most admirable of his works are the drawing of the things he observed, and with perfection and fidelity. His 60 notebooks containing 500 diagrams were published in 1898. 16th century Vesalius 1514 से 1564 the reformer of anatomy was German in origin, Belgian Brussels by birth Belgian by birth, and found an Italian Padua University favorable for his work. He was professor of anatomy at Padua. He is regarded as the founder of modern anatomy because he thought that anatomy could be learned only through dissection. He opposed and corrected the erroneous concepts of Galen and fought against his authority, thus reviving anatomy after a deadlock of about 15 centuries. His great anatomical treatise De Fabrica Humani Corporis, written in 7 volumes, revolutionized the teaching of anatomy and remained as authoritative text for 2 centuries. Vesalius studied first at Louvain and then at Paris under Gunther and Salvius. Statius was the rival of Vesalius. The followers of Vesalius included Servetus, Columbus, Fallopius, Varolio, Vidius, etc. All of them lived during 16th century. 6th है 17th century William Harvey 1578 से 1657 was an English physician who discovered the circulation of blood and published it as anatomical exercise on the motion of the heart and blood in animals. He also published a book on embryology. The other events of this century includes a first recorded human dissection in 1638 in Massachusetts, big foundation of microscopic anatomy by Malpighi, and introduction of alcohol as a preservative. 18th century William Hunter 1718 से 1783 was a London anatomist and obstetrician. He introduced the present-day embalming with the help of Harvey's discovery and founded with his younger brother John Hunter the famous Hunterian Museum. 19th century dissection by medical student was made compulsory in Edinburgh 1826 and Maryland 1833. Burke and Harry scandal of 16 murders took place in Edinburgh in 1828. Warburton Anatomy Act 1932 was passed in England, under which the unclaimed bodies were made available for dissection. The act was passed in America, Massachusetts in 1831. Formalin was used as fixative in 1890. X-ray were discovered by Roentgen in 1895. Various endoscopes were devised between 1819 and 1899. The anatomical societies were founded in Germany 1886, Britain 1887, and America 1888. The noted anatomists of this century include Ashley Cooper 1768-1841, British surgeon Cuvier 1769-1832, French naturalist Meckel 1724-1774, German anatomist and Henry Gray 1827-1861, the author of Gray's Anatomy. 20th century. The electron microscope was invented in 20th century. It was applied in clinical practice, which made startling changes in the study of normal and diseased conditions. Various modifications of electron microscope transmission, EM and SEM, etc., were devised. These helped in better understanding of the body tissues. Besides plain X-ray, in this century, ultrasonography and echocardiography were discovered. This was the non-invasive safe procedure. Also, computer axial tomography or CT scan, a non-invasive procedure, and magnetic resonance imaging were devised. These were extremely useful, sensitive means of understanding the dynamics of body structure in health and disease. Tissue culture was developed, which was new and exciting field of research. New advances in cases of infertility were discovered, which gave hope to some infertile couples. GIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer, got started. 10th 21st century. Fetal medicine is emerging as a newer subject. Even treatment in vitro is being practiced. In some cases, human genome is being prepared. New research in drug for many diseases, especially AIDS, is being done very enthusiastically. New research in drugs for many diseases, especially AIDS, is being done very enthusiastically. There is also a strong possibility of gene therapy. Indian anatomist Dr. Indrajit Diwan worked chiefly on osteology and anthropology. Dr. D.S. Chaudhary did notable work on carotid body. Dr. H. Chatterjee and Dr. H. Verma researched on embryology. Dr. S. S. Dayal did good work in cancer biology. Dr. Samir Singh and his team did pioneering work on teratology. Dr. Chaturvedi and Dr. C.D. Gupta prominent work was on corrosion cast. Dr. L. B. Chako, Dr. H. N. Keswani, Dr. Veena Bijlani, Dr. Gopinath, Dr. Sasi Wadhwa of All Indian Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi researched on neuroanatomy. Dr. Keswani and his team established Museum of History of Medicine. Dr. A.K. Susila of AIIMS, New Delhi has done profound work on fluorosis. Dr. M.C. Vaidya was well known for his work on leprosy and HLA. Dr. I.B. Singh of Rohtak did enlightening studies on histology. He has been author of several books in anatomy. Dr. A.K. Datta of West Bengal has authored many books on anatomy. Amongst the medical educationists are Dr. Sita Adsya, Dr. Ved Prakash, Dr. Vasu, Dr. M. Kaul, Dr. Chandrama Anand, Dr. Indira Bahal, Dr. Reva Chaudhary, Dr. Smita Kakkar, Dr. Anita Tulli, Dr. Sasi Raheja, Dr. Ram Prakash, Dr. Veena Bharihoke, Dr. Madhur Gupta, Dr. J.M. Kaul, Dr. Sipra Paul, Dr. Dharam Narayan, Dr. A. Sidas, Dr. A. Halim, Dr. D.R. Singh, and many others. Dr. Sarvana Bhardwaj, an educationist, was appointed as Executive Director of DNB office and has brought the institution to forefront. Dr. Harish Agrawal, an anatomist, worked in jurisprudence for a number of years. Dr. Cooper of Chennai, Dr. M. Thomas, and Dr. Kiran Kucheria did commendable work on genetics. Dr. Mehdi Hassan, Dr. Nafis Ahmad Faruqi did pioneering research in neuroanatomy. Anatomical nomenclature. Galen, 2nd century, wrote his book in Greek, and Vesalius, 16th century, did it in Latin. Most of the anatomical terms, therefore, are either in Greek or Latin. By 19th century, about 30,000 anatomical terms were in use in books and journals. In 1895, the German Anatomical Society held a meeting in Basel and approved a list of about 5,000 terms known as Basel Nomina Anatomica (BNA). The following 6 rules were laid down to be followed strictly. First, each part shall have only one name. Second, each term shall be in Latin. Third, each term shall be as short as simple and as possible. Fourth, the term shall be merely memory sign. Fifth, the related terms shall be similar. Example, femoral artery, femoral vein, and femoral nerve. And sixth, the adjectives shall be arranged as opposite. Example, major and minor, superior and inferior. BNA was revised in 1933 by a committee of the Anatomical Society of Great Britain and Ireland in a meeting held at Birmingham. The revised BNA was named as Birmingham Revision (BR). An independent revision of the BNA was also done by German anatomist in 1935 and was known as Jena Nomina Anatomica (JNA). INA. However, the BR and INA found only local and restricted acceptance. In 1950, it was agreed at the International Congress of Anatomists held at Oxford that a further attempt should be made to establish a generally acceptable international nomenclature. In the Sixth International Congress of Anatomists held in Paris 1955, a somewhat conservative revision of BNA, with many terms from BR and INA, was approved. Minor revisions and corrections were made at the International Congress held in New York 1960 and Wiesbaden, Germany 1965, and the third edition of Nomina Anatomica EDGAG Mitchell 1968 was published by the Excerpta Medica Foundation. The draft on Nomina Histologica, and Nomina Embryologica, prepared by the Subcommittee of the International Anatomical Nomenclature Committee (IANC), were approved in a plenary session of the 11th International Congress of Anatomists held in Leningrad in 1970. After a critical revision, the fourth edition of Nomina Anatomica E.D. Roger, Warwick 1977, containing Nomina Histologica and Nomina Embryologica, was published by the same publisher. Language of anatomy. Various positions, planes, terms in relation to various regions and movements are described. Position. Anatomical position. When a person is standing straight with eyes looking forward, both arms by the side of the body, palms facing forward, both feet together, the position is anatomical position. Figure 1.7. Supine position. When a person is lying on his or her back, arms by side, palms facing upward and feet put together, the position is supine position. Prone position. Person lying on his or her face, chest and abdomen is said to be in prone position. Anatomical position, supine position, prone position. Lithotomy position. Person lying on his back with legs up and feet supported in a strap. This position is mostly used during delivery of the baby. Lithotomy position. Planes. A plane passing through the center of the body, dividing it into two equal right and left halves, is the medial or mid-sagittal plane. Plane parallel to the medial or mid-sagittal plane is the sagittal plane. A plane at the right angle to the sagittal or medial plane, which divides the body into anterior and posterior halves, is called coronal plane. Coronal plane. A plane at the right angle to both sagittal and coronal, which divides the body into upper and lower parts, is called the transverse plane. Terms used in relation to trunk. Ventral or anterior is the front of trunk. Ventral or anterior is the front of trunk. Dorsal or posterior is the back of trunk. Medial is the plane close to the median plane. Lateral is the plane away from the medial plane. Proximal cranial superior is close to the head end of the trunk. Close to the head end of trunk. Distal caudal or inferior is close to the lower end of the trunk. Lower in the trunk. Superficial is close to the skin. Close to the skin towards the surface of body. Deep away from the skin, away from the surface of body. Ipsilateral on the same side of the body as another structure. Figure 1.13. Ipsilateral. Contralateral on opposite side of the body from another structure. Invagination is projection inside. Evagination is projection outside. Figure 1.16. Terms used in relation to upper limb. Ventral or anterior is the front aspect. Figure 1.13. Ventral or anterior is the front aspect. Dorsal or posterior is the back aspect. Medial border lie along the little finger. Medial border lie along the little finger. Medial border of forearm and arm. Lateral border follow the thumb. Lateral border of forearm and arm. Figure 1.14. Proximal is close to the root of limb, while distal is away from the root. Palmar aspect is the front of the palm. Dorsal aspect is the hand. Dorsal aspect of hand is on the back of palm. Flexor aspect is front of upper limb. Terms used in relation to lower limb. Posterior aspect is back of lower limb. Anterior aspect is front of lower limb. Medial border lies along the big toe or hallux. Medial border of leg and thigh. Lateral border lie along the little toe. Lateral border of leg and thigh. Flexor aspect is back of the lower limb. Extensor aspect is front of the lower limb. Proximal is close to the root of limbs, while distal is away from it. Terms of relation commonly used in embryology and comparative anatomy, but sometimes in gross anatomy. Ventral towards the belly like anterior, dorsal towards the back like posterior, cranial or rostral towards the head like superior, caudal towards the tail. Terms related to body movement. Movement in general, 8 synovial joints are divided into 4 main categories. Gliding movement. Relatively flat surfaces move back and forth and from side to side with respect to one another. The angle between articulating bones does not change significantly. Angular movement. Angle between articulating bones decreases or increases. In flexion, there is decrease in angle between articulating bone, and extension there is increase in angle between articulating bone. Lateral flexion is movement of trunk sideways to the right or left at the waist. Adduction is movement of bone towards midline, whereas abduction is movement of bone away from the midline. Rotation. A bone revolves around its own longitudinal axis. In medial rotation, anterior surface of a bone of limb is turned towards the midline. The lateral rotation, anterior surface of bone of limbs is turned away from midline. A special movement. These occurs only at certain joints. Example: pronation, supination. At radial joints, protraction and retraction. At temporomandibular joints. In upper limb flexion, when two flexor surfaces are brought close to each other. Example: in elbow joint, when front of arm and forearm are opposed to each other. Extension, when extensor or dorsal surfaces are brought in as much approximation as possible. Example: a strengthen of arm and forearm at the elbow joint. Abduction, when limbs is taken away from the body. Abduction, limbs is taken away from the body. Adduction, when limbs is brought close to the body. Circumduction, it is movement of distal end of a part of the body in a circle. A combination of extension, abduction, flexion, and adduction in a sequence is called circumduction. And as in bowling, medial rotation, when the arm rotates medially, bringing the flexed arm across the chest. Lateral rotation, when arm rotates laterally, taking the flexed forearm away from the body. Supination, when the palm is facing forward or upward, as in putting food in the mouth. Pronation, when the palm facing backward or downward, as in picking food with fingers from the plate. Adduction of digits finger, when all fingers get together. Abduction, when all fingers separate. The axis of movement of fingers is the line passing through the center of the middle finger. Opposition of thumb, when tip of thumb touches the tips of any of the finger. Circumduction of thumb, movement of extension, abduction, flexion, and adduction in sequence. In lower limb. Flexion of thigh, when front of thigh comes in contact with the front of abdomen. Flexion of thigh, when front of thigh comes in contact with front of abdomen. Extension of thigh, when person stands erect. Abduction, when thigh is taken away from median plane. Adduction, when thigh is brought close to median plane. Medial rotation when thigh is turned medially. Lateral rotation when thigh is turned laterally. Figure 1.18. Medial rotation turning towards midline. Lateral rotation turning away from midline. Turning outward eversion. Turning inward inversion. Medial rotation when thigh is turned medially. Lateral rotation when thigh is turned laterally. Flexion of knee when back of thigh and back of leg comes in opposition. Circumduction moving in circular. Flexion bending decreasing the joint angle. Extension strengthening increasing joint angle. Fourth, abduction moving away from the midline. Adduction moving towards midline. Pronation turning downward. Supination turning upward. Extension of knee when thigh and leg are in a straight line as in standing. Dorsiflexion of foot when dorsum of foot is brought close to front of leg and sole faces upward. Plantar flexion of foot when sole of foot or plantar aspect of foot faces backward. Inversion of foot when medial border of foot is raised from the ground. Eversion when lateral border raised from the ground. In the neck, flexion when face comes closer to chest. Flexion when face brought away from the chest. Lateral flexion when ear is brought close to shoulder. Rotation when neck rotates so that chin goes to opposite side. Opening the mouth. The lower jaw is lower to open the mouth. Closure of the mouth when lower jaw is opposed to the upper jaw, closing the mouth. Protraction when lower jaw slides forward in its socket in the temporal bones of a skull. Retraction when lower jaw slides backward in its socket in the temporal bone of a skull. In the trunk, backward bending is called extension. Forward bending is flexion. Sideway movement is lateral flexion. Sideway rotation is lateral rotation. Terms used in describing muscles. Origin, the end of a muscle which is relatively fixed during its contraction. Insertion, the end of a muscle which moves during its contraction. Origin of short head from coracoid process. Origin of long head from supraglenoid tubercle. Muscle belly, biceps brachii tendon inserted into radial tuberosity. By bicipital aponeurosis. Terms used for describing muscles. The two terms, origin and insertions, are sometimes interchangeable when the origin moves and insertion is fixed. Belly, the fleshy and contractile part of a muscle को belly कहते हैं. Tendon, the fibrous, non-contractile and cord-like part of a muscle. Aponeurosis, the flattened tendon को aponeurosis कहते हैं. Raphe, a fibrous band made up of interdigitating fibers of the tendons or aponeurosis. Unlike a ligament, it is stretchable. Ligaments are fibrous, inelastic bands which connect two segments of a joint. Terms used for describing vessels. Arteries carry oxygenated blood away from the heart, with the exception of the pulmonary and umbilical arteries, which carry deoxygenated blood. Arteries resemble trees because they have branches. Arterioles. Arteries, capillary. and veins. Veins carry deoxygenated blood towards the heart, with the exception of pulmonary and umbilical veins, which carry oxygenated blood. Veins resembles rivers because they have tributaries. Veins have valves to allow unidirectional flow of blood. Capillaries are networks of microscopic vessels connecting arterioles to venules. Anastomosis is a precapillary or postcapillary communication between the neighboring vessels. Terms used for describing bones features. Elevation. Linear elevation may be a line, lip, ridge, or crest. Sharp elevation may be a spine, stelloid process, cornu, horn, or hamulus. Stelloid, foramen, mastoid. Rounded or irregular elevation may be a tubercle, tuberosity, epicondyle, malleolus, or trochanter. A ramus is a broad arm or process projecting from the main part or body of the bone. Norma frontalis. Right scapula and humerus anterior view. Femur anterior surface, posterior surface. Depressions may be a pit, impression, phobia, fossa, groove, sulcus, or notch. Incisura. Incisura. Opening may be a foramen, canal, hiatus, or aqueduct. From profunda brachii artery. Anterior and posterior descending branches. Brachial artery, superior ulnar collateral artery, supratrochlear inferior ulnar collateral artery, anterior ulnar recurrent, posterior ulnar recurrent, common interosseous ulnar artery, anterior interosseous radial artery, interosseous recurrent from posterior interosseous, radial recurrent artery. Anastomosis around elbow joint. Anastomosis क्या था? Is a pre-capillary or post-capillary communication between the neighboring vessels. अच्छा. Stelloid process, foramen magnum, mastoid process. Frontal bone, coronal suture, optical canal, superior orbital fissure, anterior nasal spine, ramus, angle of mandible, mental foramen, mandible, intermaxillary suture, nasal bone, zygomatic bone, infraorbital foramen, intermaxillary suture. Right scapula and humerus. Superior angle, inferior angle, medial border, lateral border, coracoid process, acromion, head, greater tubercle, lesser tubercle, interior border, deltoid tuberosity, lateral supracondylar ridge, lateral epicondylar capitulum, medial supracondylar ridge, medial epicondyle trochlea. Head, greater trochanter, enterocantheric line, lesser trochanter, anterior surface, lateral condyle, articular surface for patella, medial condyle. Neck, enterocantheric crest, gluteal tuberosity. Spiral line, linear aspera with two lips. popliteal surface,
gluteal tuberosity, a spiral line, linear aspera of two leaves, lateral supracondylar line, medial supracondylar line, adductor tubercle, popliteal surface, medial epicondyle, lateral epicondyle, intercondylar fossa.
cavities. A large cavity within your bone is called sinus, cells, or antrum. A smooth articular areas may be a facet, condyle, head, capitulum, or trochlea. Terms used in clinical anatomy. The suffix itis meaning inflammation. Example appendicitis, tonsillitis, arthritis, neuritis, dermatitis, etc. The suffix ectomy means removal of the body. Example appendectomy, tonsillectomy, gastrectomy, nephrectomy, etc. Suffix otomy. Otomy मतलब means to open and then close a hollow organ. Example laparotomy, hysterotomy, cystotomy, cystolithotomy, etc. 4. The suffix ostomy means to open hollow organ and leave it open. Example cystostomy, colostomy, tracheostomy, etc. The suffix oma means a tumor. Example lipoma, osteoma, neurofibroma, hemangioma, carcinoma, etc. Puberty, the age at which the secondary sexual character develops, being 12 से 15 साल in girls and 13 से 16 साल in boys. Symptoms are subjective, complaints of the patient about his disease. Sign, physical signs are objective, findings of the doctor on the patient. Signs, physical signs are objective, finding of the doctor on the patient. Diagnosis, identification of your disease or determination of the nature of your disease. Diagnosis means identification of your disease or determination of the nature of disease. Prognosis, forecasting the probable course and ultimate outcome of your disease. Prognosis मतलब forecasting the probable course and ultimate outcome of your disease. Pyrexia, fever. Lesion, injury. Pyrexia मतलब fever, lesion मतलब injury और या circumscribed pathological change in the tissues. Injury or या circumscribed pathological change in the tissues. 13. Inflammation is the local reaction of the tissues to an injury or an abnormal stimulation caused by a physical, chemical, or biological agent. It is characterized by swelling, pain, redness, warmth of heat, and loss of function. Edema, swelling due to accumulation of fluid in the extracellular space. Thrombosis, intravascular coagulation, solidification of blood. Embolism, occlusion of a vessel by a detached and circulating thrombus. Embolus, occlusion of a vessel by a detached or circulating thrombus. Embolus. Hemorrhage, bleeding which may be external or internal. Hemorrhage. Ulcer, a localized breach, gap, or erosion in the surface continuity of the skin or mucous membrane. Sinus, a blind tract open at one end, lined by epithelium. Sinus, a blind tract open at one end, lined by epithelium. Fistula, a tract open at both the end and lined by epithelium. Necrosis, local death of a tissue or organ due to irreversible damage to the nucleus. Degeneration, a retrogressive change causing deterioration in the structural and functional qualities. It is a reversible process but may end in necrosis. It is a reversible process but may end in necrosis. Gangrene, a form of necrosis death combined with putrefaction. A form of necrosis death combined with putrefaction इसको gangrene कहेंगे. फिर infarction, death, necrosis of a tissue due to sudden obstruction of its artery or supply, often an end artery. Death या फिर necrosis of a tissue due to sudden obstruction of its artery or supply, often an end artery. 25 atrophy, diminution in the size of cell, tissue, organ, or a part due to loss of its nutrition. Dystrophy, diminution in the size ड्यू टू डिफेक्टिव न्यूट्रिशन. डिस्ट्रॉफी, एट्रोफी एट्रोफी में क्या है कि डिमिनिशन इन द साइज ऑफ द सेल, टिश्यू, ऑर्गन और पार्ट ड्यू टू लॉस ऑफ इट्स न्यूट्रिशन. एंड डिस्ट्रॉफी में डिफेक्टिव न्यूट्रिशन, खराब खाना खा लिया. 27 हाइपरट्रॉफी, इंक्रीज इन द साइज विदाउट एनी इंक्रीज इन द नंबर ऑफ सेल इंक्रीज नहीं किया, बस साइज इंक्रीज कर गया, तो हाइपरट्रॉफी. हाइपरप्लेसिया, increase in the size due to increase in the number of cells. Hyperplasia. Hypoplasia, incomplete development. Hypoplasia, incomplete development. Aplasia, failure of development. Aplasia, failure of development. Syndrome, a group of diverse symptoms and signs constituting together the picture of a disease. Aplasia मतलब failure of development. Syndrome मतलब a group of diverse symptoms and signs constituting together the picture of a disease. Paralysis, loss of motor power, movement of a part of body due to denervation or primary disease of the muscles. Paralysis, loss of motor power, movement of a part of body due to denervation or primary disease of the muscles. Hemiplegia, paralysis of one part of the body. Hemiplegia, paralysis of one half of the body. Paraplegia, paralysis of both the lower limbs. Paraplegia, paralysis of both the lower limbs. Monoplasia, paralysis of any one limb. Quadriplasia, paralysis of all the four limbs. Anesthesia, loss of the touch sensibility. Analgesia, loss of the pain sensibility. Therm anesthesia, loss of temperature sensibility. Hyperesthesia, abnormally increased sensibility. Paresthesia, perverted feeling of sensations. Coma, deep unconsciousness. Tumor, neoplasm, a circumcised non-inflammatory abnormal growth arising from the body tissue. Benign, mild illness or growth which does not endanger life. Malignant, severe form of illness or growth which is resistant to treatment and ends in death. Carcinoma, malignant growth arising from the epithelium, ectoderm or endoderm. Sarcoma, malignant growth arising from connective tissues, mesoderm. Cancer, a general term used to indicate any malignant neoplasm which shows invasiveness and results in death of the patient. The general term used to indicate any malignant neoplasm which shows invasiveness and result in death of the patient. Metastasis, a spread of a local disease like the cancer cells to distant part of the body. So metastasis कहते हैं. Convalescence, the discovery period between the end of a disease and restoration to complete health. Convalescence, the recovery period between the end of a disease and restoration to complete health. Therapy, medical treatment को therapy कहते हैं. Arrangement of a structure in the body from within outward. Bones from the supporting framework of the body. Muscles are attached to bone. Blood vessels, nerves, and lymphatics from neurovascular bundle which goes in between the muscles along the facial planes. The thoracic and abdominal cavities contain several internal organs called viscera. The whole body has three general covering, namely a skin, superficial fascia, and deep fascia. ओके फ्रेंड्स, फर्स्ट चैप्टर यहाँ कंप्लीट होता है. दूसरा है स्केलेटन, उसे हम लोग नेक्स्ट वीडियो में कवर करेंगे. तब तक के लिए बाय. हंसते रहिए, मुस्कुराते रहिए और पढ़ाई करते रहिए. थैंक यू, बाय बाय.